Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Sky. We're gonna leave this planet forever, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anything else we want here. And we could do the whole beacon thing looking for another ruin. Well, I guess we haven't actually seen a ruin on this planet yet. And it'd be kind of a shame if we left this planet and it turned out to have a portal on it. I mean, I guess we'd never know. But it'd still be kind of a shame. Now, granted, if there is a portal here, that means we leave our ship behind forever. But we are finding like 22, 23 slot ships, so it wouldn't be horrible. Okay, that's the shelter we were at. So why don't we go to the... Okay, so that's right. We went over to here, and we found those beacon areas. Yeah, you went to Thunk, I remember that. There was also one kind of in the vicinity. I don't remember exactly where the ruin was. I guess we can go to the beacon and kind of land near it, and then... I mean, it'll at least tell us where some life forms are. And we head in that general direction, then maybe we'll find other signal analyzers. Oh, come on. One thing about the mountain mod, I'm not sure if it's the mountain mod actually, but it seems like the mountain mod's not necessarily to blame. It's the sloping terrain. Can I go in, like, I guess landing among the iron there? Would that work? I need to be going a certain speed to land sometimes, and other times it seems like I'm totally fine just going whatever speed I'm going, and then yeah, then I'm able to land. So I have no idea what's causing that. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Alright. Platinum, sure, why not? You never know when you might need some platinum. So what do we need? We need aluminum and nickel. Those are the only things we need. We actually, last episode, we made the Sigma version of the warp drive, I believe. So now we just need to make Tau. We already have Theta, but Tau's the one we're missing. That's aluminum and nickel. Two things that are not easy to find. I don't know how long it took us before we actually found aluminum and nickel the first time, but now we're gonna have to look for it again. Hey. Okay. Ask and he shall receive. Alright, there's some aluminum. I had no idea aluminum was on this planet. Okay, that's great, actually. That just means we need to pulse occasionally. Excuse me? There's supposed to be a beacon here. You know there's supposed to be a beacon here? There's supposed to be a beacon here. Game, what are you doing to me? Alright, well, there's some aluminum over there, theoretically. That might be what that is. Or it could be anything, really. Could be a potato, for all I know. Apparently I don't know anything about this game at all, because the beacon just pointed me to empty land. I guess I should have been clued in when I didn't see, well, a sharp protrusion, actually. That's usually what you see for beacons, is a protrusion into the world. I'm going to assume, lore-wise, that there used to be a beacon there, but the heavy storms and intense cold knocked it down. That is what I'm going to assume. I'm not going to assume malice on the game's part, because that would be silly, because the game doesn't actually hate me. It just likes to laugh at me. That's totally different. One might even say that's a sign of love, but that only kind of sort of works. Do I need any iron? I don't think I need any iron. I mean, we have a decent number of shielding sheets. And how's our exosuit doing, actually? We're about halfway. That's not too bad. Okay, grab some shielding shards then. How many do we have? We have 9 left. I think we're going to be totally fine. We had 12 before, so it took 3 of those. Which is fine. I expect that. If we'd been using Sigma, we totally would have used like 6 there, so I think we easily saved half. And I'm totally pulling numbers out of my ass, but I'm going to pretend that that's all correct. Okay, well, we'll float around for a little while, but if we don't see anything that we can go and analyze, I'm going to call it and say we're going to leave this planet after all. It'd be a shame, because you never know. Right. So we found that. Okay, hold up. That's a drop pod. Yeah, I'm tempted. Sure, why not? Why not? Why not? At the very least, we can sell the location for a somewhat pretty penny. I mean, it's only, what, 1,000 per point? But still. Okay, yeah, these are the Highlands. I agree with that. And go ahead and grab this. Okay, it just puts it on the side. Alright. I mean, I don't know how long we can push this out, but it looks like it shrunk everything, too. Interesting. Yeah, sure. Buy it. Buy it all. I mean, now I'm definitely not worried about just filling in, like, the top 2 rows with just exosuit upgrades. I think that could be totally viable. Launch thruster needs a little bit more fuel. I should probably be pulling more plutonium on the regular. Okay, ruin deep inside, theoretically. Just saying, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. You know what? We've been circling this island. Let's go to another island. Maybe that's one of our problems, is we've actually tapped out all of civilization on this island. So maybe there's another island. There's a lot of ruins underwater. Apparently, climate change is a real bitch. Can you imagine? So, apparently, like, I forget how many thousands of years ago, but not as long as you would think. I can't tell if this is a manufacturing facility or just... So we hover over the door. I think it is a manufacturing facility, and I landed a little too close there. But yeah, apparently not too many thousands of years ago, there were, like, palm trees at the poles. Like, the North and South Pole had palm trees. And the sea level was, like, 1,000 feet higher than it is now. That's crazy, right? But, you know, we could be getting there. You never know. The reason I was checking if the door was ready is because that means it's a manufacturing facility, which means we might get a recipe. So obviously we should do as many of those as we can. Oh, and there's a ship landing spot right there, if that's okay. Should grab the plutonium, though. I'm going to need that. And if there's any aluminum in the area, I should probably grab that, too. So plutonium, yes. Aluminum, no. Iron, yes, though. If you want some iron. Alright. Reload, please. So it's funny. You need to reload manually for the bolt caster. But for the grenade launcher, you just try to fire another grenade and then it automatically reloads. So I don't know what the distinction is, really. Man, that burst fire mode we got, that is awesome. It's doing some good work. It is cutting down the time we need to blow this thing away. Yeah, look at that. The green fire is great. And just finish it off with a grenade and we're totally set. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Please give me a new recipe. 3 huge databanks have been partially deleted and require heightened processing power to restore them. Rare silicate would likely do the trick. I don't have any chrysonite, though. I don't have any chrysonite. There's no chrysonite on this planet. Okay, and this would teach us language, basically. So it wouldn't give us a recipe anyway. It'll teach us Gek, Korvax, and Alpha would call in security, apparently. Okay, so it would teach us language, which we could use, I'll grant. Yeah, the plasma launcher, whoop-de-frickin-do. Okay, yeah, but no, am I just supposed to carry every type of mineral with me at all times? That seems unrealistic. Yeah, we did that one, okay. Let's, not the bolt caster, but this one. There we go. And then mine that. There we go. Oh, the mining beam on those works a lot better. Good to know. Alright. Well, that's fine. It's all fine. We're all fine here. Something about that line. I don't know. I know that, that's from Star Wars, Han Solo, obviously, if you didn't know that. But I know that And now I'm blanking on the actor's name. The guy who played Han Solo. Wow, my brain sometimes don't even remember things like, you know, the guy who played Han Solo and also Indiana Jones. Wow, and my brain just came up with Robert Picardo. No, totally different guy. Robert Picardo as Indiana Jones, though, that's the movie I would want to see. If you don't know who Robert Picardo is, if you've ever seen Star Trek Voyager, that would be who that is. That looks like that might be a portal? Or might just be, I think that's a monolith. Yeah, it's a monolith. It's not a portal. Still, though, still good. Might as well touch down and look at it. Oh, there's a signal analyzer right over there. Okay, also good. Yeah, portals actually have stairs leading to them, I believe, so not what this is, but monolith is still good. We can at least learn some language. Viking word for radiation is good to know. That seems like something that might come up. Blesses doesn't seem like something that would come up, but okay. And join. Okay, I could possibly see a use for that. So, teach me more about the Viking, why don't you? When each creature lying dead before it, each sacrificed, butchered, and offered up whatever gods were once worshipped here. Suddenly, the head of a small woodland animal raises up through the earth below me. It stares with me with wide eyes and gives a joyful skip with its tiny hooves reach ground level. Something is clearly expected of me. Oh, blood for Herc. Sacrifice the beast. Yep, sacrifice the creature. Okay. That's what they want. Let's do it. Blast the woodland animal too. I'm rewarded for this offering. Alrighty then. What do I get rewarded with? More language, probably, but maybe something else. Standing of the Viking is increased. I learned a word, but I don't know what word that was. Atlas word for things. Do. And a Viking effigy. Okay. And a Karite sheet. That's a weird choice there, but alright. No aluminum in there. That's what I was hoping for, but no such luck. Might be aluminum over there, though. So how much aluminum do I need? I need 800 aluminum. That's crazy. But okay, I mean, we're not going to find it all here, but maybe. Oh, that's not actually aluminum there. Alright, well. C'est la vie. I don't suppose this giant block is aluminum, because that would be crazy. No, that's copper. Okay. Aluminum doesn't float, in case you're wondering. I mean, copper usually doesn't either, but I'm going to assume there's a magnetic field, and that's why it's floating. That rock, I would assume, is just a rock formation, and not actually anything I can mine. It is actually iron. Okay. I don't need any iron right now. I suppose I could do it, but I'm not gonna. Bypass chip. I should totally make a bypass chip. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to get in here. So, bypass chip, please. Thank you. Do I need a Karite sheet for anything? No. I don't think so. No, I need micro fabric, but no, not Karite sheets. I'm going to go for... Well, transmission is just going to point me towards the beacon. So tell you what, we'll do... Colonial Outpost or Shelter? Colonial Outpost will at least take me to someplace, maybe. Monolith is not going to do it. How far away is this? Okay, 821. That's not too bad. That's going to be a lot shorter flying, obviously. Where's our ship? Ship's over there. I could do the crash tech, but... Well, I guess we've been doing it so infrequently because I think I know everything, but... Like I was saying, I don't remember if it was this episode or last episode, there's just some places where it seems like we're missing stuff. Seems like we should have a theta when we don't. And I don't know if it's just because the theta doesn't exist, or if it's just something that RNG is not deigned to bestow upon us. I have no idea. Alright, so where's this place? Oh, the home icon is over there. Okay, there you go. Oh, it's an operations center. Oh, right, because you do colonial. Right. What I actually probably wanted was shelter. Well, I could always do another bypass chip. I mean, this will at least get me, theoretically, a recipe. Assuming this isn't the one that's asking for the freaking Chrysonite. Is this the one that's asking for the Chrysonite? Don't think so. That's the landing beacon right there. Landing beacon, recall device, whatever you want to call it. That's just gold, which I do not need right now. Yeah, I already discovered this. So yeah, this is the one we already knew about. Okay, you know what? We're leaving this dirt ball. We're taking off and we're never coming back. Unless it's really important, but I doubt it's going to be that important. So let's go to a new planet. There's 3 others in the star system, plus 1 moon. So we have plenty of opportunity. So that's the space station. That's probably the other planet, and I would guess that's the moon that's orbiting it. Let's pulse a little bit. We get a clearer view outside the atmosphere. And eventually it'll tell me... There we go. Yep, there's the moon of. And there's the actual planet of. So let's do the planet of first. Kaboom! And zoom right past those trade ships. And I know this is going to jinx it, but we haven't actually been scanned by pirates in a while. Huh, didn't seem to jinx it. Okay, I was waiting there for just a little bit to see. But no, we're actually totally fine. No, still fine. Okay, still didn't jinx it with the anti-jinx. I don't know exactly how that works. But no, we're totally fine. So is there anything on the ship we want to upgrade? I mean... Theoretically, we could upgrade our shields. I don't know. So, the only reason to upgrade our shields is so they don't go down as fast. That's true. Which means that we don't go through the shielding shards as fast. But that just means we need more shielding shards, doesn't it? I mean, iron is so plentiful. I mean, I could really spend some time between episodes just building up like 500 shielding sheets. I could do it. I'm tempted to. It might be pretty useful, actually. Yeah, the more I think about it, maybe the more I'm thinking about doing it. Anyway, let's just pulse around here and see what we got. There's some weird formation there. Oh, that's got to be gold, right? That's got to be gold. It's aluminum we're stopping. Or it's emerald. Survey says I'm really close to you now. It's emerald. Okay. It didn't quite have the reddish sheen that I expected it to, but it was emerald. Okay, that's iridium. I'm guessing that the rocks with the orange tops are iron. That seems most likely. I don't know if we just passed our question mark location or not. Okay, well, there's another one over here. There's also something really bright over there. I don't know what that is. Is that just a crystal in the middle? Okay, we have copper here. What is this? Oh, you know what? This might be aluminum. Or nickel. Either one would be good. What are you? What are you? What are you? I don't want to actually crash into you. You're emerald? Really? Really? Okay. So there's big emerald and little emerald, and also I've lost the question mark yet again. Oh, there's another one over there. I'm pretty sure that's the one we came from that I totally missed before, but that's okay. We'll just look at it. No idea what the temperature on this planet will be. I have no idea what that is either. That's got to be iron, right? Yeah, if it has an orange top, I think it's iron. Okay, trade depot. You know what? Let's see if they have neutrino modules. They could. It's possible. So yeah, just land me right there. That's great. Thank you. I don't think they'll have any kind of analyzer, but at least we'll be able to talk to somebody. Weather is unclouded skies. Okay, sentinels are very passive, so alright, this is gonna be like a neat place to hang out. Are you just trying to offer me a fist bump, man? I'm sorry, man. I totally wasn't paying attention. Didn't mean to leave you hanging. Yep, I'm an interloper. That's me. Units acceptable. Okay. Looks fine to check for colleagues before powering on security systems. Pulls up in the trade vault's feet, which indicates... Okay. Well, so okay, he's saying, I really want some carbon, but I'll take units if that's all you have. That's fair, but I think we already have all the multi-tool upgrades we need. But I don't know. I know we keep getting repeats, but I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try getting one of the ones that I think we're missing. Deal is done. Something into my journey from the pile of contraband. What do you got for me? Rebound grenades already known. And rebound grenades just sound like a really bad idea, don't they? You know what would be great for something that explodes? If it bounces randomly in any direction. No, that doesn't sound great. That sounds like a horrible idea. Okay, neutrino module. That's all I want is neutrino modules. If you don't have neutrino modules, you can go suck an egg. Okay. Looks like they're gonna have to suck an egg because no neutrino modules. All the stuff we can build. Well, we probably no. We can build unstable plasma too. Yeah, we can build. We can make any one of these if we wanted to. I mean, not the ores, obviously, but okay, not the night crystals either. I think that's just a trade good. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna sell the carrot sheet and the radnox. Yeah, there's no reason not to sell the radnox. Sell the radnox. Effigy do because it's just taking up space. And the carrot sheet because I just made of iron. I don't really need it. The platinum, I don't think I need either. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. I guess I'll need that if I'm building. If I'm building what? I need it for something for the microdensity fabric, huh? Yeah, but I don't want to do that right now, so no. Go away. Iron we're gonna keep, carbon we're gonna keep, iridium we're gonna keep, damium we're gonna keep, everything else we're gonna keep. Starship inventory. Anything from here? I need the neutrino modules, so I'm not giving up that. The iridium, I think we're fine with now, right? I don't need it anymore. Yeah, because we built the warp core that I needed, so we're good. I think all I need now is nickel and aluminum. So iridium can go. Gravitino ball I'm keeping. Iridium I'm keeping. Zinc I'm keeping. Okay. Yep, we're good. Just to make sure, so for the exosuit, I have the thermic layer. Move that over here. So if I wanted to build like toxin suppressor, I mean, I'm not going to build the sigma. I'd prefer to build either the tau or the theta if I have it. There's tau. There's theta. Okay, I didn't realize those all require trade goods. We're actually in a great spot then. Let's do that. Gravitino ball, electron vapor, microdensity fabric. So microdensity fabric and electron vapor. So let's build it. So electron vapor requires suspension fluid, and then electron vapor, and then microdensity fabric requires platinum. I just sold my platinum. That's okay. That's okay. We just sold it. That means we can buy it back, right? Theoretically. It'll be at a premium, a big deal. It'd be funny if we can't. No. We totally can. Okay. I just need 10. There we go. Thank you very much. And now we go ahead and build microdensity fabric. If I need more than one, I'll be surprised. But not horribly surprised. I'll be, you know, I'll laugh, basically. Yep, need more than one, obviously. What was I thinking? Okay, need 10 more plat, please. I mean, the theta is totally worth it, I think. Let's buy item for Galactic Trade Network. Go to platinum. I was going to call it plasma. That is totally not what that is. There we go. And then make another microdensity fabric. And then just go ahead and build it here. So toxin suppressor I think is totally viable. So what are we missing then? We'd miss the radiation, right? I think that's it. That is it, and then we're in a good spot. So yeah, theta is the absolute highest. Of course, what we really need is a gravitino ball, because that's the only way we're going to be able to make the radiation deflector theta. Yep. We could make the tau, but it won't last as long. Yeah, we're gonna need a gravitino ball from somewhere. And I don't think this planet is gonna have it. Okay, let's do toxin suppressor because that's gonna help. And let's boost up its shielding. Let's go ahead and just top that off. There we go. How many do I have now? I have only 3 of those left. Okay, so I'm going to need to mine more iron from somewhere. This planet's a good place as any. But yeah, one thing we're going to be looking for is ruins. Oh, shielding shard. Okay, well, that'll help a little bit. Geknip, really? You're going to give me some Geknip? You know what? I've changed my mind. I'm just going to sell it. I don't need it, and I'm right here anyway. Probably should have done that first, but that's okay. No signal analyzer nearby, though. That's too bad. So Geknip goes away. And you know what? Shielding Shard goes away. So I don't need that right now. Okay, so where can we find a signal analyzer? Probably anywhere but here. Let's see. Turn around and... or pulse, actually. Got some cool ships, gotta say. I like the ship designs. Okay, there's a question mark over there. We'll just head towards the question mark. One of these is either going to be a fantastic find of just a portal sitting randomly. That'd be hilarious. It's titanium again. I really don't want titanium in that kind of magnitude. Though I guess our money's doing okay, right? I mean, we have 2 point something million. We were up to 3 point something million, but then I started buying more slots for the exosuit. Speaking of which, tempting, isn't it? Not gonna do it though. Not until we get above 3 million again. One thing to make us go above 3 million is to mine an incredible amount of emerald and then sell it all, because we don't need it for any other purpose. It's tempting. Emerald, really any trade good. Oh, not. I actually didn't mean to land there. I don't know why I did, actually. Oh, you know what? I was pressing... My hands weren't on WASD. They were 1 off. So when I hit the W key... Okay, that didn't work. So when I hit the W key, I actually went... I landed instead of... Not landing. Didn't we just pass this? I have no idea what's going on anymore. I am completely turned around, I think, is what happened. You know what? There's a question mark over there. Let's go over there. Really just keep your eyes peeled for a signal analyzer. Should be a bright orange light just poking in the sky. That's just a beacon. That could be good. That could be good. That'll tell us at least where a life form is. So sure, why not? Tell me where the life forms are, then maybe that'll be a good location where we can get a signal analyzed. So sure, why not? Even if it's on the other side of the planet, it would at least be a source. Yeah, there's like nothing around us. Alright. Good to know. "28 minutes by walking. An outpost. Outpost does not necessarily have the equipment I'm looking for, but going in that general direction might reveal a place that does. So let's go for it. Okay, only like 2 minutes away. That's not too bad at all. Even less than that, full speed. Oh, ha! See? Signal analyzer, what'd I tell you? Though not the right type. So, yeah, we're looking for really a facility that analyzes signals, not just the orange beacon. Orange beacon might point us in the right way, but so will this, really. Okay, we got 2 locations here. What do we got? We have... looks like... looks like a manufacturing facility? Yeah, that's what that looks like. Manufacturing facility. Or maybe... I mean, the satellite dish on top indicates maybe not. And then this, which is maybe a ruin or just a plaque. It's a plaque. Okay. Okay, landing sequence is not going to work, apparently. Oh, no, there we go. So, okay, if you do landing sequence and then you turn a little bit, sometimes it'll work for you. Alright, good to know. Yeah, let's grab some plutonium, because I'm going to need this if I'm going to be mining at any reasonable pace. And pulse, just in case there's any aluminum around. Probably not. Okay, well, that's right. Grab the plaque, learn a word or two, maybe a little bit of language, maybe a little bit of history. And the world is the world as it is. And that's the world that it was. There they watched in the in-between nothingness, the blackness of space. They waited beyond the limits of the outer edge as millennia passed to replenish, growing a force to return their order for countless ages. So, what, the Viking pushed them back, and the Sentinel just regrouped? You gathered your inspiration from the Reapers from Mass Effect, didn't you? But the Reapers from Mass Effect are not necessarily a new idea. I mean, the whole idea of von Neumann machines is already pretty terrifying. I mean, the Reapers just took the programming and ran with it, really. I was like, well, what do you mean we're not supposed to... I mean, it's the best way to preserve all life is to destroy it. No, you've totally misunderstood the message. And wasn't that the same thing in, yeah, that was the same thing in Fallout 4. Well, obviously, the best thing to do is just to wipe them all out, because, you know, life forms live such petty and limited lives that it's just easier just to wipe them out, because otherwise, it's just so full of error. Well, no, that's not exactly how that's supposed to work, but okay. I kind of understand how you got there, but you came to the wrong conclusion. So why am I leaving my ship behind? Well, that's a good question. I didn't actually mean to do that. But I'm hoping this will point us in the right direction, and I'm also hoping, yeah, the satellite dishes kind of indicate that it's not a manufacturing facility and might actually be able to pinpoint a ruin location. At the very least, it should allow us to... Yeah, there's a recall device right there, so that's really what I was hoping for. Just need a bypass chip, no worries. A lot of plutonium, a lot of iron. We haven't actually mined iron for a little while. Probably should do that. And of course, plutonium replenish our ranks a little bit. There's some iron right up there. So here, recall the ship, please. And then we'll try to find a way in. If it turns out this is a manufacturing facility, then that's okay too. Maybe we'll find out how to make neutrino modules or something. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like a facility that analyzes signals. Alright. Save just to be safe. And then see what we got. Okay, yep, this will find a ruin for us. The table just disappeared. Don't know if you know that, but okay, that was weird. Okay, now it's back. Some kind of weird texture loading problem. I don't know what's going on. I might need to reboot again. Okay, yep, I'm an interloper. You have a suit malfunction. That's not cool. Something about the Viking ancients. Hallmarks dragged to his chest. Suit's restoration healing systems are blinking offline. Okay, so you need recharge, dude. Here you go. I probably don't want it, but we'll see. 17 slots. Nope, don't want it. I mean, I'll compare it just to see if it's better in any respect. Well, I mean, why limit yourself to 17 slots when I have an 18-slot multi-tool, right? Yeah. I mean, his apparently does better in some respects. What could that be? Something with the gun. I mean, I can't imagine the ricochet is giving him any better... Yeah. I can't imagine that being better. And the scanner is by far worse. So, no. No, thank you. I just helped you to help you out, man. I didn't help you for a reward. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd appreciate, like, a good quality reward. I'm not saying your weapon's horrible or anything, but it is actually horrible. So, 1777, I think... No? No, that's not it. No, it's moving to the right. It's moving to the right. So, 7717 is what it actually is. There you go. It's a good thing I questioned my assumption there. Well, the available answers question my assumption there. I just assumed it was moving to the left like all the other ones, but no, it's actually moving to the right. Okay, so we actually know where ruin is? Yes, we do. Okay. 48 minutes walking, which is probably like 3 minutes flying. So it's like talk to the vouchers 3 minutes. How about pizza? You guys like pizza? I love pizza. It's come down to a problem, right? Because, well, not really like a huge deal, but I mean, pizza's not good for you. Let's just be honest about that. Let's be true. It's not as bad for you as, well, what? Fried food. Fried food's really bad for you, right? There's no qualification you can say, oh yeah, well, you know, fried food allows you to have such and such wonderful things. No. Fried food's just bad for you. Okay, it tastes good, but it's bad for you. Pizza, you could maybe theoretically say that it's good for you in terms of what you put on it. Like an all-meat pizza, probably not that good for you. But a vegetable pizza, if you're not going to get your vegetables any other way, yeah, sure. But if you're okay with eating vegetables any other way, probably not good for you. And I'm actually good with eating vegetables just in general. I mean, like, I'll bake up a potato or cook up some steamed veggies and totally have that. But pizza is totally, it's a treat, right? But, I mean, it's come to the point where I really like pizza to the point where I'm thinking about ordering it pretty much every week. And that's nuts. There's no reason for it, but it tastes so good. And the main thing I like is the marinara sauce. I don't know what it is about marinara sauce, but I will eat pretty much anything smothered in marinara sauce. Doesn't matter what it is. And I realize that get me in a lot of trouble, right? Anything in marinara sauce. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you had some ants covered in marinara sauce and offered it up to me like cooked ants, I'd consider it. I'd go, okay, well, you know, the marinara sauce is probably going to disguise the flavor anyway, so sure, what the hell? Let's get some marinara sauce flavored ants. Because that's actually what it would be. Like the chocolate covered ants, not actually that bad. You mostly just taste the chocolate. A little bit of vanilla flavoring, which I'm told is the ants. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this flag thing, this I think is what they were talking about. Okay, so yeah, this is what we should be doing. So that means there might be a portal on this planet. Do we go through the portal? Maybe. Is it going to crash our game? Hopefully not. But we'll see. Alright, so remnants of restaurants. And I'll take a sip of water as we try to figure out what to do here. Okay, so the Viking weakened themselves by kicking out the Sentinels. And then the Gek Empire came in and declared war on them while they were weak. But they couldn't do anything. Well, but the funny thing is, would the Gek have had the power and the Empire if the Viking hadn't kicked out the Sentinels in the first place? That's a good question. So theoretically, the portal is in this direction because that's the way this is facing. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're going to try it. So one thing I've learned when I was walking across the planet and trying to maintain a straight path is that it's actually kind of easy to maintain a straight path as long as you have grenades. And really all you do, you just launch off a couple of grenades in a decent path and you'll be able to follow that along. And if you have to, you just make a pattern. And then you go, okay, well, I need to follow like that direction. You go, okay, great, I can do that. And then you can turn around and do stuff. And then you go back to this and you go, oh, okay, that actually looks like an impact crater. That looks like an impact crater. That's the way I need to go. So now theoretically, so we have done this right, and this is actually the direction we need to go, which according to the flag, it is. I mean, theoretically, you just look through here, and this is also the direction we need to go. So yeah, now that we know that's the direction, theoretically I should be able to hover around and go off in that direction. I mean, it's mostly towards that home beacon, towards the outpost. So will it be before or after the outpost? That's a very good question. My guess is going to be after, because it's in that direction, but not necessarily, like, soon. I mean, who knows? It could be on the other side of the planet. I have no idea. But that's the theory. The theory is that that's where it's pointing. So we're going to go over this way, and then we're going to stop, turn around, and try to line ourselves up with the direction that this is indicating it needs to go. Okay, so it's pretty much directly this way. Let's go. I really hope this doesn't crash the game. I hope it just works. I hope the crash was just an aberrant behavior because reasons. I don't know. What reasons do I hope? I don't know. Really, I just hope it was just because there was an unstable bit for a little bit, and now it's gone because... I don't know, otherwise it'd be sad. We're going to pulse occasionally just to make sure, but I mean... It could be anywhere, right? It could be 5 minutes away, it could be 3 minutes away, it could be we're off a little bit, but hopefully by pulsing occasionally, we'll be able to see it. What does it look like from the air? Well, I've seen pictures that are on the wiki, but of course, every portal is going to look a little bit different. I doubt this is going to be it so soon. So one thing I also noticed, I don't know if you guys have, is that most of these things seem to travel in straight lines. There's a lot of question marks just like in direct straight lines from each other. What is that? Oh, that's an outpost. Okay. Which is good, but not what I wanted. I'm still not entirely sure I'm going in the right direction, but I think I'm more or less going in the right direction. And I've seen other people being playing this, and they're able to move the head and the cockpit independent from the cockpit movement. There's probably a keybind for that. I don't know what it is. I have not found it. But yeah, they're able to move around a lot better than I am. Hold up. More or less going towards that question mark. What is this? Oh, it's a plaque, isn't it? Very likely. Or it's a beacon. Yeah, it looks like it's a beacon. Okay. Head back towards this direction. I mean, it was more or less in this direction. We're still good. Pretty sure. We'll go down a little bit low, just in case. That is another plaque. 2 plaques next to each other. Happens. Procedural generation and all that. Alright, just keep going. Keep going. Might be 10 minutes away. Might be 5 minutes away. Might be 45 minutes away. I have no idea. The thing is, so the one guy who walked around the planet, I mean, he's done now. He finished. Okay, that's another outpost. I mean, it took him forever. Not forever, but it took him like 30 hours, something like that. Which is pretty crazy. But also really short, and I think I mentioned that before. But flying around the planet would indicate that it doesn't actually take that long, and some people actually tried flying all the way around the planet and then hit some kind of invisible wall. So I don't know if that has to do with like procedural loading, or I mean, the guy who walked around didn't come up against that problem. So I have no idea. I don't know if that's... I mean, you'd think loading would be less intensive when you're flying, because apparently it doesn't load the textures until pretty late in the game. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. Nope, that's a regular outpost, not a portal. I mean, I could have been turned around too much now. It's so hard to tell if you're going in a straight line in this game. And the trouble is, the guns don't deform the terrain. They really should deform the terrain, I'm just saying. Okay, landing pad over there, which is good. But not what we want right now. I mean, if we absolutely need to, we could try to stop and look for another ruin. Okay, you know what? Being able to turn my head independent from the cockpit would be really useful. How do we do that? Controls, not options. Controls. There doesn't seem to be a way to do that. Roll right, exit ship, scan, pulse engine. Yeah, we don't... I don't know. Maybe it has to do with, like, maybe it's gamepad controls? No. Cancel. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's someone playing it in VR. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. I can only go off of what I've seen in videos. Okay, so we're more or less heading towards that. Okay, that is not something I want, so keep going. Keep going. That's another outpost area, I think. Yes, looks like a manufacturing facility. Okay. Not something I want right this minute, but good to know that it exists. And see, the trouble is that that question mark could be it. So we're more or less going towards that cleft in the cliff there. We're gonna look over here real fast just to make sure it's not what we're looking for. That's something. What is that? Oh, it's a beacon. Okay. It's so hard to tell, you know? Okay, now we might be, like, seriously off course. But the only way to tell is to go to another ruin and find out. And that's the tricky bit. Theoretically, by pulsing and going more or less in this direction, we will hit it and not have to worry. Okay, that's an outpost. Outpost, shelter, whatever you want to call it. And what is this? Some random beacon out in the middle of nowhere? That appears to be the case, yes. Yes, it is. Okay. It's gotta focus on landmarks, right? And I realize a compass wouldn't exactly work, but there seems like there would have to be some way to be able to navigate, but just flying blindly around, I mean, how do you sell the locations if there's no way to navigate? Right? There has to be some way to do it. Otherwise, the locations are meaningless. Oh yeah, I found this. I mean, I guess the beacon is broadcasting at a certain signal or a certain frequency. And so that's what you're selling? You're selling the frequency and saying this is what's I've called it, I guess. The stuff at this beacon is named, you know, Barbafon. You go, okay, fine, Barbafon it is. Galactic coordinates make sense, but only for planets and star systems, not necessarily for, I don't know, anything on this level. I'm tempted to go over there, but I don't think that's going to be it. We might have missed it. I might have messed this up. Oh, there's another... That a manufacturing facility? That is totally a manufacturing facility. Hold on, stop. Look around, listen. I don't think either one of those are portals. More signal analyzers, though. If you really want the signal analyzer, we can set you up. Keep going, though. I think... I don't know. I've kind of lost my landmarks now. The landmarks I was going towards, anyway. It's harder than it looks. I mean, going in a straight line shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, you'd think that. When you walk, you actually drift a little bit towards your dominant side. If you're right-handed, you drift a little bit to the right. You're left-handed, you drift a little bit to the left. Which can be a real problem for people who are lost in, like, a desert or something, where there's no really visible landmarks. You think, oh, I'll just go straight ahead. Well, no, you're going to drift a little bit, and that could be the difference between life and death. So it can be good to have, like, you know, a left-handed person and a right-handed person do that. That was in Flight of the Phoenix, something like that, where they tried doing that, and the idea was that, well, I mean, they were doomed because they weren't following the main protagonist's rules, but the idea was that they would walk in one direction and stay in one direction because one guy was left-handed and one guy was right-handed. And theoretically, that means they'd be going in a straight line because they would correct for each other. I'm not sure that's necessarily true. I think that has to do a lot with leader personalities, and, you know, if you're a leader personality and the other guy's a follower, well, then you're going to have some issues, because then the follower is just going to, you know, follow the leader, and that's going to be it. That looks like that's a monolith, not a portal. And it does, but I'll land anyway. So I at least want the words. And at least the ship will be pointed in the right direction. So we can just take off and go forward. At least we get a little bit of respite from being in the ship. How did I... Oh, there it is. Okay. I was going to say, how did I lose the monolith? Didn't exactly lose it, just displaced it slightly. Alright. Thing is, I mean, it looked kind of like a portal from a distance, but there's not enough stairs. Right. Going. What I would love is if the monoliths actually pointed to the way too, but apparently that's just not the way it goes. Only the ruins do. Well, obviously... Oh no, it says embrace death. I was going to say reach for a hand. I mean, if someone's helping... But no, it says embrace death. Alright, just die then. I've known death and it makes me stronger. The ancients bless me. Alright then. Good for you. Seems like a weird test. Embrace death, though. Alright, so... I don't know, that just seems... odd test. I mean, I know it's what they wanted. Another effigy. We get so many of these effigies. It's funny, I don't remember seeing them before, but I guess we weren't really going to a lot of Viking monoliths, were we? The Viking's probably one of the languages we know, or we knew, the least. I think now we know it a lot better. We're down to 10% on our thruster already. How much plutonium do I have? Okay, decent amount. Probably don't want to crash in the mountain, though. Probably a bad idea, generally speaking. Alright, one thing I like doing when we're walking is just tilting. And you do that, you could strafe when you're walking, but doing it here, obviously, does not work. I just want to see what this is. What is this? It's a trade depot. I call them trade depots because they're actually lined up like you would do for shipping it off-world or shipping it somewhere, but I guess the Sentinels aren't exactly willing to trade, are they? Another question mark. Oh, look around, because I think we're well and truly lost now. But none of these look quite right. That's another plaque, which is fine, but not exactly what we're going for. I think we need a signal analyzer, because I'm not sure I'm in the right path now, and I think we need to be able to reorient ourselves. And we're well and truly off where we were. Oh, and here we go. This is actually going to set us up, maybe? Well, signal analyzer anyway. So let's do this. And that'll point us towards the nearest shelter, at least. Where's the... So let's do the beacon first, just to make sure that it doesn't point it to itself. Which would be silly, but I think is also something we've seen it do. Oh, grabbing plutonium might not be a bad idea either. But yeah, I want to make sure I'm on the right path, and the best way to do that is to look at another ruin. There are multiple ruins per world, I know that. So, exosuit, please. And bypass chip. So if we go for transmission, that's going to point us towards the beacon. I think shelter is what we want. Monolith's not going to work. We know where the monoliths are. Unfortunately, there's only one way to do the ruins, and that's from one of the shelters, most likely. There's actually the one, like... Wait a minute. Wouldn't that have to be, like, on the other side of the planet? Or did you just point to yourself? Game, did you just point to the... Did you just point to this one right here? Did you seriously just do that? I will beat you, game. I will beat you within an inch of your life. Okay, I think it did. I think it did. Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, it doesn't cost us much to do this, but this is still hilarious. Okay, so then... If this is a shelter... Let's do transmission. Transmission will point us towards an actual outpost, and then... Okay, there's a beacon over that way somewhere in like 3.5 minutes. Okay, so let's do that. The beacon's actually not that far away. That's actually really surprising. Yeah, then that'll point us someplace that we can check our work, basically. Theoretically. Oh, hit. But that's okay. Yeah, we probably would have found that anyway, but good to know that it's right here. And land. This will tell us where the nearest outpost is, or shelter, or something. Nearest life form, anyway. Where's the... There's the beacon over there. But yeah, being able to check our work is crucial. Because theoretically, they should all be pointing to the same portal. Now, granted, there could be more than one portal on a planet. Procedural generation and all that. Okay, how far away is that? 17 minutes away, so not that far. Theoretically, it should point us towards a reasonable facsimile of a ruin. And that one should have a flag... Oh, not enough fuel. Silly me. Here. That. That. There we go. See, it should tell us... It should tell us what we want to hear, basically. Hopefully, assuming the outpost actually has, like, an analyzer of proper strength and whatnot. Hey, that's a crashed ship. We've actually stumbled upon a crashed ship. I almost don't believe it. Okay. I mean, sure, we're going to check it out. Probably mine the plutonium while we're here. This crashed ship looks kind of familiar, actually, but... alright, so let's take a look. Viking distress beacon. Creature repeated, we're long dead, yet the firm moves unnaturally as though still alive. That's creepy. Within the cockpit, a warrior-like pilot sits sprawled on the controls, a bolt caster in his hand. The ship's database appeared to be operational. Should we approach the seemingly dead creatures? No, I think we should probably just shoot them all. But that's not something we can do. Yeah, investigate databanks. Creatures were infected with a dangerous parasite. Take information on interesting new tech for hurriedly departing. That's totally fair. We already knew this one. That's unfortunate. But expected. Totally expected. Alright, so Hanamuro S-17 has 24 slots. Oh, so tempting. So tempting. Because ours currently has 23. But look, the hyperdrive. Look at the location of the hyperdrive. It's in a place we could actually get synergy. That's so rare. It means we have to shut down or deactivate our Theta and Sigma. And then build them back up again. But if we do a portal, we don't care. Right? Because the portal, I don't think we can take our ship. I think it just takes us. So, there's that. Okay, so we're going to leave. But we're going to scrap. We're going to do it. We actually get a dynamic resonator back, which is kind of surprising. To scrap anything else? Sure, scrap this, because I don't need it. I can't scrap those, right? I can't scrap any of those. Okay. And then move as many of these over to my suit as possible. It'll tell me when my suit's full. Suit's not actually full yet, so I was able to take everything in my suit. That's actually great. And not unexpected, actually, because my suit has more slots than the Starship inventory. Okay, so now we go ahead and take the Hanamuro, because it has 24 slots, and why not? And it's a pretty ship, too, so sure. So compare and accept. And okay, this is our brand new ship. We'll just leave the other one just sitting there. This one, we should be able to repair pretty easily. Yeah, so we got to repair our ship, right? So, we need some carite sheet, we need some iridium. Iridium's everywhere. We need some iron. Iron should be everywhere, too. We're not going to repair the phase beam. We're not going to repair the accelerated fire. Deflection enhancement, we're going to actually dismantle, because that will give us some carite sheets to work with. And since the phase beam's gone, we don't need anything that modified the phase beam. The warp reactor Sigma, we can actually totally repair, which is great. Hyperdrive, just need dynamic resonators, so we'll do that first. and then that warp reactor. If we can build the other warp reactor right now, we should do it, but we can't. We need gold and emerald. Well, we know this place has emerald, and we know where there's some gold, so we can totally do that. Can we do anything else? Pulse engine, we can totally do. And oh, I tried dismantling it. Obviously, it didn't work. Okay, photon cannon done, and now we just need to boost up the deflector shield, and this thing is ready to fly. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't create any warp cells, because then we would have lost everything, but this is actually pretty good. You know what? You know what I did? You know what I did? Is I repaired it, but I really shouldn't have. I should have moved it over here first. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Because the launch thruster is now in the way of the synergy. Yeah, it's in a bad place. Do I care? A little bit. Yeah, I do. Is there anything I can do about it? Well, now that's a different question now, isn't it? I don't think so. I mean, so the thing is, this is iridium and copper, right? We know where the copper is, but iridium is going to be really hard to find. Not really hard, but apparently not in this world it is. Whereas the other ones are gold and what? Nickel and aluminum. We still don't know where that is. Gold and emerald. Gold's all over the place. We can find gold. No big deal. Gold's easy. But, emerald's easy on this world, huh? I don't think gold is. But we know where gold is. It's on the other planet in the system. The other planet we explored. Yep, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I'll go mine some iridium and get the deflector shield up. And some iron, because that'll also do that. We need 2 more carrot sheet? Yeah, 2 more carrot sheets. Okay. I don't know why the alarm's still going off. It's pretty much done, except for the deflector shield. Alright. So thank you guys for watching. This has been No Man's Sky. I'm PC Universe. You're PC Universe 2. I'll go mine some stuff, and then we'll come back to the ship and fly around some more, and hopefully verify there's a portal here. It'd be funny if we fix up this ship, and then the portal makes us abandon it, but that's the way things go sometimes. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.